Welcome to Desk Geek. Today we have the Roku Stick. Now this is a very miniaturized version of the Roku box that we've all come to love. You know how much I'm a big fan of Roku. I've tried Apple TV, I've tried the Amazon versions, I've tried the Chrome sticks and Chromecast and all of that. Just not my thing. There's always some issue that I have with the way that they set up their interface, or that they're lacking something like Amazon Prime or one of the major streaming services I use, whereas Roku, they're all inclusive, they've got everybody included, and I just love them. So let's get started. Now here's the special test for this today. I am down in my basement in a spare bedroom way far away, 2 stories down from my Netgear Nighthawk router. And the question is, when I come down here in this area, generally, my Wi-Fi signal becomes pretty weak. Will this stick, because I know the Roku box will, but will this stick have a strong enough Wi-Fi signal to be able to penetrate 2 floors up in a log cabin home and be able to still transmit? So, let's get into this box here and see what we've got. See what comes packaged with it. So this runs about 40 bucks, so pretty on par with everybody else. Everybody else's stick out there. I think you can get Chromecast for a little cheaper. So you get some stuff here, some coupons it looks like, and things like that, blah, blah, blah. You've got this little Roku stick. It's plasticky. It's very light. It's got Roku stamped on it. Got some serial numbers on the back. It has a reset button, it looks like, on the side there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's there. And a little dongle cable, looks like a mini USB connection there. So that's gone. You've got your typical Roku remote. This is pretty standard, comes with all their boxes now. Nothing too fancy about this one. I do love that it has the shortcuts for Amazon on there, Radio, Vudu, and Netflix. So you can just click those buttons at any screen and get into those core applications. Do they include batteries? That would be a nice touch, and they do. So as we dig in here further, we've got our batteries, Yahoo, get the boxing stuff. We've got a power cable and dongle, so this is where this must get its power from. It's not powered through the HDMI, unfortunately. I don't think any of them are. That's similar to how all the other sticks work. So let's get this connected here. Now, if you had a USB actually built into your TV, and Chromecast is the same way, you could plug this in. This is an old-ass TV. I don't even have a stand for it. Isn't this a jakey? But we have some guests coming over. It's the best thing that I've got for now, and I want to give them some TV in the bedroom, so I went out and grabbed this. So we've got our little AC adapter. So this TV don't have a USB connection, but if you did, you could certainly utilize that instead of the AC adapter. And we will plug this in here. Oh, this Olivia is an old beast that belongs in a museum. It's been a very good TV. I actually, back in the day, used to use it as a monitor a long time ago. So Olivia makes a pretty good product. This thing's got to be, I don't know, over 8 years old maybe? Somewhere around there, 6 to 8 years old. So it's still running hard, still has a pretty good picture. Let's go ahead and get our batteries in. Get our remote set up. So that's good. We got a little green light indicator. I like when they put green lights, or something. Doesn't have to be green. I don't care about the green light, but I like when they put lights on the remote to let me know that's powered on or not, instead of having nothing that blinks or moves. We plug this into the back here to give us some power. And we've got another light indicator letting me know that we're working there. And I'm going to plug this into the back of the TV. As small as that unit is, I will be very, very surprised if we can actually get Wi-Fi signal here. And that won't be a knock on Roku. That stick's very small, and I have the box upstairs that's near to my Wi-Fi, so I could switch them out if I have to. But I wanted to do that test so you know how strong it is. Interestingly, the girl at Walmart who was checking me out, not literally checking me out, but checking me out with the, anyways, checking me out, said that she can take her Roku stick all the way out into her yard away from her Wi-Fi, and it works perfectly. So it must have a fairly strong signal, but again, I'm pretty far away from my router, so we'll see. Alright, so we've got our prompts up. It's going to connect to my network. Let's see what it finds. This is the telling moment here, looking for wireless networks. what do we got? It does find my router, but you can see the signal here is pretty weak. But we will give it a try anyways. Now you can't see my password. Okay, now it's saying it's going to get the latest password, so I want to move out of the way here so you guys can see. And we're going to let it download, and it's not going too bad. It's really not that slow considering. So I did find the Roku app. I'm downloading that now, and we'll see. You can use it as your remote. So if you can't find your remote, you can use your phone. It's a nice touch. So we'll get that set up. We're at 40% already, so we're getting some good speeds here. And I'm not expecting to do a lot of TV watching and things in this area. Just maybe put some Netflix up for the guests so that they have something to watch while they're laying in bed. So I think this is going to work perfectly fine based on how fast it's downloading its updates. Time will tell here. So Roku stick, let's see what they came in the packaging too while we wait. Okay, so they gave us a $5 Voodoo movie credit here, coupon. We've got some instructions here on how to set it up, your status indicator lights, how to put in batteries, blah blah blah. Important product information, and Roku recommended all the channels that they have. iHeartRadio, Radio, Amazon, Hulu Plus. Of course, you got your Sling here, FX, all of that. Some of these do require you to have TV service to view certain portions of their apps. Some of them are completely free. Just depends on what you choose, but I find that Roku has the best selection of everything here. So I've got, look at this, it found my Roku stick. It also found my Roku SE box right away, which is very cool. And this is where we go to roku.com/link and activate. So what's neat is I can add channels right from the app, which makes it a lot simpler. So we've got movie clubs, cinemas, Fox Now, HGTV, National Geographic, MTV. We've got a bunch of sports channels here. We've got Crackle, Popcorn Flicks, all that stuff, but I'm not going to add anything. There are also some premiums that you can add in here. I'm going to go ahead and link my account from Amazon because this is going to be much easier than trying to do it with the little remote there. And that's one of the nice features about being able to use your phone. So I've got Amazon linked up now, so my guests can watch Amazon, and boom, it shows me that I am done. So now I should be able to go back here to the app, and this should become ungrayed out, I'm hoping, so that I can select it. It's adding Netflix in here, so now it's updating all the different channels that I had selected. So Roku SE is coming up, still not showing my stream card. I mean, it shows it there, won't let me select it. I assume that's because it's doing some updates and it's busy here. It's going to do all the channel updates, updated software, add in everything, and then we should be good to go. I do want to test it before I let you go here, just to see if we can stream something with decent quality without a ton of stuttering and jittering. At least good enough for my guests to watch some shows. So hopefully this completes here. We've got Hulu being added up. You can select manually, so if you know what IP address your Roku stick is working on, you can add it in there. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording and wait for this to finish because this may take a little bit, and then we will come back. Done here. We've got it all set up. It only took probably 2 or 3 minutes after I paused the first recording for it to get to this point, so not so bad. Pain in the ass factor for setting this system up completely. I would probably rate it maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's a little bit of a pain. You gotta go through the, your phone. You gotta link stuff. You gotta set it up. I don't mind that for the first setup, but what I really would have loved if it would have detected my SE, seen it on the same network, communicated with it, downloaded all the information to the stick so it didn't have to reactivate everything and do it over again. That's a feature I would love to see. With that being said, it's really no more difficult than any of the other services. You're still going to have to sign in to all your stuff and link them, at least with Roku when you're linking to their website. Hopefully, and we'll see here, it will grab my account information, and unfortunately it doesn't, which is kind of disappointing. So it only grabbed the account information that I entered in on the app and didn't grab it from the account sign-in that I have that I already linked my other box to, and that I definitely give Roku a ding for. They can improve that and make that better. But let's go to Amazon Video because we know we already linked that, and let's see if we can stream a movie here. Now this is its first time connecting with Amazon, so I don't expect it to be super speedy and fast, but and it's got to download all the catalog and everything. We should be, I mean, that was pretty good there for having to download the catalog. Let's look at something that's on Prime. My kids love Bubble Guppies, so let's give that a shot and see if we can stream that. And we will play from the beginning. Let's see what kind of video we get out of this. I mean, it's fast, the picture is good. This, of course, is a Prime free thing, so it's not 1080p. That's perfectly acceptable. Let's look at something a little more intense than Bubble Guppies, though, for us. Just as a final test here, let's check out, what movies do I have here? Let's hit the start button. Let's check out my video library for Amazon, which is probably going to be mostly kid stuff. And how about some Frozen in here? Everybody loves Frozen. Frozen Fever. That's not HD though. I think I have the full Frozen movie here. Oh, Dark Knight Rises. Now we're talking, right? So let's resume this. So very graphically intensive, fast paced, lots of frames moving. See how fast it's downloading. Not doing bad considering where it's at. And I probably can't show you guys too much of this or I'll get my video flagged, but you can see it downloads, it moves quick, it's very responsive. We can go back to the home menu of our Roku, and this is where you can add in additional channels if you want, and set up all of your settings. Scroll through all the content. You've got kids content, music content, all of that, and get everything set up. Hopefully I can set the rest of the stuff up through the app if I can get that to sync here. And it does finally show my streaming stick, so it just needed to go through all the setup first. I can do a channel store, my feed. I can set up my remote here to take control of my device, and now it gives me that. So now when I go to Netflix, I can just type in my information in the keyboard versus having to select letters here, which is a really nice touch. And let's just make sure it works here. I'll put the remote down, and you can see right away I am able to use my phone as my selection tool. So very cool. I hope you've enjoyed this. Roku Stick's got a very strong Wi-Fi signal for such a little tiny device. I'm very impressed again, Roku. Couple things you could do to make it even better, but I still give you the best streaming media box player out there right now that I've used is Roku's.